Have you ever heard athletes, celebrities, or maybe somebody close to you talk about seeing their success days, months, or years before it even happened? They say things like, "I always knew that I would make it to that point. No matter how hard the road got, I could always see that end picture in mind." They're talking about visualization. Visualization is a tool that you can use to create the reality you want by using your subconscious and conscious mind. The cool thing is that there are many different ways that you can do this, and I've got 3 different techniques today that you can use to help you in your journey. Let's jump in. Hey guys, it's Nick. Welcome to my channel. You've likely heard of visualization through great athletes like Michael Jordan or Conor McGregor, or maybe from other famous successful people like Oprah Winfrey, Jim Carrey, and Will Smith. All of these different people have mentioned times in their lives where they relied on visualizing success before it actually happened. They taught themselves to program their subconscious mind to create the reality that they want. Before I teach you 3 different techniques for visualization, I want to lay down the most important aspect of all this. It's most important to implement your 5 senses in visualization: hear, touch, see, and even taste and smell. I know it sounds weird right now, but just wait, I'll explain a little bit more later. You see, when you implement your 5 senses, your mind has a tough time distinguishing what's thought and what has actually happened in reality. So when we use visualization, we're trying to tell our mind that this has already happened and this is what we should expect from ourselves on a daily basis. Now, let's talk about 3 different visualization techniques, and at the end of this video, I'm going to walk you through on how to use this for your life. Visualization technique number 1, meditation visualization. Here, I want you to imagine the big picture of your life. I want you to imagine what type of person you are. What do you do for work? What do you do on a daily basis? Where do you live? The reason why it's called meditation visualization is just because we get into this meditative state. Again, we're focusing on the big picture. So when we do this, we're trying to create those feelings and emotions of living this life that we've imagined in our mind. Visualization technique number 2, visualizing with an object. For this video, we'll refer to this as object visualization. To explain this one, it's much easier to use an example. So maybe you want to start a podcast. Maybe you want to be a news reporter, or maybe you're a singer-songwriter. Well, all these careers have something in common. They all use a microphone. A microphone is a perfect object for this type of visualization. Or if you're trying to grow your income, maybe you can do what Jim Carrey did. There's a very well-known story about when Jim Carrey first started acting. Before anyone knew who he was, he would drive up to the Hollywood Hills and overlook the city and imagine himself being this successful actor. In his wallet, he wrote himself a check. This check was made out to Jim Carrey. It was for acting services rendered, and it was for the amount of $10 million. Every time Jim Carrey would overlook the city, he would take that check and begin to visualize attaining that check and living in that neighborhood. He knew once he made this kind of money, he could afford to live the life that he wanted to live. He said he would do this on a daily basis. Now, a few years go by, and Jim Carrey is casted for the role in Dumb and Dumber. He gets a check for $10 million for services rendered. Then his career begins to take off to the Jim Carrey that we know today. This is a perfect example of object visualization. Taking a physical object that you can use that's related to your goals and use it to visualize. The 3rd visualization technique is scenario visualization. In comparison to meditation visualization, here we're going to imagine a specific scenario we want to happen. Say that one of your dreams is to speak at a large conference. Or maybe you're in sales and you're trying to land this huge client. Maybe you're starting a business, so imagine what you do on a daily basis in this business. The key here on scenario visualization is to focus on a specific scenario. All right, now that we've went through 3 different visualization techniques, I want to show you how to actually implement these and how to visualize. The first thing you're going to want to do is find a relaxing place. This is a chair, a couch, a bed, maybe even the floor. Now, before we start implementing the techniques, I always like to get into a meditative state, just because it helps clear the mind and clear all of our thoughts. It also helps us focus in on what we're trying to accomplish here. Now that you found a comfortable spot, what we need to do here is start breathing deeply, inhaling and exhaling nice and smooth. As you continue to breathe deeply, I want you to focus on relaxing every single muscle from your head to your toe. With every single breath, you're starting to relax a section of your body, working your way down. Again, we're just trying to clear our thoughts here and start to train our subconscious mind to connect to this visualization. Once you've completely relaxed your body, it's time to take one of the visualization techniques. Whether you're doing meditation visualization and imagining the big picture of your life, where you live, who you are, or if you're taking object visualization and focusing on attaining that specific object, or if you're going with scenario visualization and putting yourself into this scenario that you want to thrive in. Either way, I want you to start adding pictures in your mind now. Now that you begin to focus on this visualization, remember the main thing here is to add your 5 senses. See, touch, hear, and even taste and smell. When it comes to what you're visualizing, what do your surroundings look like? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? Are you in a loud, crowded auditorium? Are you in an office? Or are you outside? What are you feeling? Are you on stage with a microphone? Are you giving a presentation? Think about the physical feelings that you experience. This goes for emotions as well. Are you happy? Are you beaming with confidence? Now, what are you smelling? I know it sounds weird, but the more realistic you can make this, the better. Are you outside walking down the sidewalk and can smell the food from the restaurants or the exhaust from the cars? Or are you inside in an office and you can smell your cologne or perfume, or maybe you can smell the scent of the room? Now, finally, what does it taste like? I know this is a really weird one, but imagine you're on stage and you have some water, or maybe you like to chew gum on a daily basis. If you can't think of any example, just imagine the saliva in your mouth. Again, we want to focus on creating this vivid reality so that our mind can't distinguish what's real and what hasn't happened. We want to raise our expectations of our subconscious mind to train it that this has already happened and that we can actually achieve this. Now, when you focus on your visualization and it's time to come out, don't rush out of this. Slowly and calmly pull yourself out of this visualization and calmly end the session. Now, you may be asking, how long should I do this? 5 to 15 minutes is great. If you have longer, even better. How often should you do it? At least once a day. If you have more time than once a day, try for twice a day. The more you can do this and get yourself to experience these feelings, the better. Now you know 3 different visualization techniques and you know how to visualize. From here, start implementing it. But tell me, have you ever visualized? Have you ever focused on achieving something before it actually happened? Let me know in the comments. Before I let you guys go, if you enjoy this content, please like the video. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. Look forward to talking to you guys soon.